Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're talking about something kind of interesting that I've sort of thought about when there's been nothing else to do. Um, so I, as you may know, like sports, um, and I like both Formula One and NASCAR. So it's kind of cool to watch both different sports, see what's very different between the two of them. One thing that is different, though, is the way that the championship is decided. And for Formula One, it's simple. There's some amount of points given throughout the race, or at the end of the race, to the drivers that finish first through 10th. They get points, 1 point for the fastest lap. Pretty simple. In NASCAR, it's a little more complex. There's more cars, and also everybody gets points. And then they do the playoffs, which Formula One doesn't do. Formula One, whoever has the most points wins. And if you have a big enough gap, you can win a couple races before. As with this season, or 2019 season, Lewis Hamilton won the championship at the U.S. Grand Prix. So the Brazilian Grand Prix and the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix were just races to watch. I mean, other, positions got decided, but, it was just sort of there. He'd already won the championship. So one thing that, changes for NASCAR is that you start with 16 drivers, 3 races, it gets cut down to 12. Then it goes down to 8, down to 4. Final race, whoever finishes highest wins the championship. Throughout each race, there's stages, and you get more points, and wins make you go to the, playoffs and all this stuff. But I've been thinking how I do like Formula One's style better, which NASCAR used to do from, I believe, 1970 something, I don't remember what year, to 2003. NASCAR did have a format where it was pretty simple. Whoever the most points was the winner. And I kind of like that. For me, for NASCAR, I never really thought about it that much. I always thought, okay, it's whatever, chase, playoffs, whatever you want to call it. It's cool, I guess. The chase isn't as bad. The chase was just 10 drivers or 12 drivers made it. And then later on they spent it to like 16 or whatever, I don't know. I think. Was that one? I don't know. Playoffs? No, the playoffs are when stages came in. But they changed the chase to the wins and stuff as well. But the chase, the way it originally was just whoever had the most points and stuff, the highest 12 got in, and then you got points throughout there. But I guess the issue... Ooh, that's yikes. Whatever that is. The thing for me is that I sort of do like the way of getting the most points. But again, for NASCAR, I never really thought of it. I, don't really remember watching NASCAR races before the chase was a thing. I was born in 1999, so, I was 4 when NASCAR last was out a champion by just all-out points. So, my idea is to go back to that. So I'm going to break it down for you, what I'm thinking. So, thinking sort of taking a Formula One style thing. Now, controversial statement here, I think the stage racing's cool. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I think stage racing's cool. So if I was going to make a thing, I'd keep stage racing. I think that it does break it up. I think that that's sort of cool to have. You go 100 and whatever laps, and there's a caution, sort of guaranteed. I think that it's good because NASCAR doesn't really have random cautions for mystery debris, which nobody ever sees. So why don't we just have these stages? Whoever wins the stage in my format gets a point, but nobody else gets a point. So whoever wins the stage gets 1 point. So throughout the race, there'll be 2 points awarded for that. We'll also have a fastest lap point. I think that's kind of a cool thing. And we'll also have most laps led point. I liked when NASCAR used to do that. as well. So there's a total of 4 points available. Bonus. Now we're also going to do a Formula 1 style here that not everybody's getting points. Only the top 20 drivers. Now Formula 1 does the top 10. It's a 20-car field. NASCAR, I figured, you know what? Let's say the top 20 get points because it's a 40-car field. Double the amount. So the way I want to break this down, the winner gets 40 points. Second place gets 35. Sort of the same way it is now. Third place gets 30. Fourth place gets 25. Fifth place gets 20. Then we have another jump down here. Just by 1 point now. So 19, 18, 17, 16, 15. All the way down to 10th place. Then when we get to 11th, there's a gap, which takes us down to 10. Then it's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down to 20. So that's the way that I think we should do it. Again, the only way you really get extra points on top of that, again, stage wins, so there's 2 stages, unless you're talking about the Coke 600, which then has 3 stages, and then 1 point for the fastest lap, and the most laps led. So again, every race besides the Coke 600 has a potential of 4 extra points. So you could theoretically get 44 points if you win, have the most laps led, the fastest lap, and win both stages. So I think that's the better way to do it. I think that you go in, and again, whatever driver has the best season should be the champion. We shouldn't have the way that the chase did and still does, and then now the playoffs, the way that those formats have given most seasons the wrong champion. You know, we can look at most years, and even in recent memory. You know, like, we'll tell you about 2014. That's when I started watching NASCAR again. I had a couple years where I didn't. So after 2014, Kevin Harvick won. But based on points, Jeff Gordon should have been the champion. Okay, fast forward 2015, and Kevin Harvick should have been the champion, but Kyle Busch won. Kyle Busch was out for 11 races. He shouldn't have had a chance to win the championship. Then we go to 2016. I don't remember who won. Well, 2016 was won by Jimmy Johnson. I don't know who had the best season that year. I don't remember, honestly. 2017, I believe that was one of the years that it should have been the same. I do believe Martin Truex would have won normal. 2018, I believe would have been Kyle Busch, but also Kevin Harvick and Martin Truex were really, really good that season. So the fact that Joey Logano was the champion for 2018 is a yikes. And 2019, Kyle Busch won. I don't remember seeing who it said should have actually won that season. But who did good last year? I kind of stopped watching after the season. Kind of got bored. So yeah, I don't remember who was the best last year. But again, most of the time, the best driver has not won. And that is the same all the way back to 2004 when the chase started. We can look at who should have been the champion to who actually was. And it's always been, you know, off. The fact that Jeff Gordon doesn't have 7 championships is a yikes. He's got 4. He should have 3 more. It's definitely weird. I guess when you think of it from the fact that I think the fact that Jeff Gordon doesn't have the same as Dale Earnhardt is what makes it like, I don't know, like Jimmy Johnson doesn't seem like the same guy that's on the same level as them, but Jeff Gordon does. And the fact that he got yeeted out of a championship 3 times because of the format is kind of a yikes. But either way, if you want to find out who should have been the champion, there's a lot of different things where you can find out who actually should have been the champion for every single season. Which is interesting. You can sort of really find out which driver should have won since 2005. I know Kevin Harvick should have won twice. Jeff Gordon should have had 7 instead of 4. I think Carl Edwards should have 2 championships. I think Tony Stewart would only have 2. I don't know, but those are the ones I remember. I think Jimmy Johnson would have like 3 or something instead of 7. So it's definitely interesting to sort of take a look at that kind of stuff. Let me know what you think down below about my format. Again, go over it really, really quick. Stage winner, because we're keeping stages, gets 1 point. Nobody else gets a point, though. It's not stage points or any stuff. Just the stage winner gets 1 point. Fastest lap is 1 point. Most laps led is 1 point. The win is 40. Second place is 35. Third place is 30. Fourth is 25. Fifth is 20. Sixth is 19. Seventh is 18. Eighth is 7th. Or 8th is 17th. Whoa. Ninth is 16. 10th is 15th. 11 is 10. 12 is 9. 13 is 8. 14 is 7. 15 is 6. 16 is 5. 17 is 4. 18 is 3. 19 is 2. And 20th is 1 point. That's why I think we should do it. Nobody else gets points after that, so definitely put a lot of emphasis on being consistent for sure. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys in the next one.